In this tutorial, I'll go over the drawing capabilities of the PLGen, basically covering the array, copy, move, and match properties tools. Please note, I'll be creating the same structural model as in the first tutorial. I already have the slab drawn, and now I'll begin with the columns. The columns will demonstrate the drawing capabilities, however, such capabilities could be used with all other objects except beams. Remember, the grid spacing is on all 0.25. Draw the first column and define it using the select mode. Now that I defined the column, I will remain in the select mode. Then select the column again. You notice that the hatching has become much more different. It's not a solid color anymore. So I'm going to click on Array. A dialog box appears. Now I can complete my drawing by making two new columns, by both in the X and the Y direction, as well as defining the distance by entering 2. So I'm going to enter here 2, and 2 here, 2, and 2. And I'm going to click OK. Automatically, the column that I had selected has become arrayed in both the X and Y directions. Now I'm going to undo what I did now to demonstrate another basic idea of the array tool. I can also draw it, simply draw it in the x-axis only. So I'm going to select it again, click Array, and by entering 2 under the number and 2 in the X direction, I'm click OK. You notice that one has been updated, one has been arrayed in the X direction. I can complete by selecting both the columns, clicking Array again, and under NY I'm going to enter 2, and the distance will be 2. And I'm going to click OK. Now we have completed our drawing with the 4 columns. The copy tool can also be used. So first, before I begin, I'm going to delete the columns. So I'm going to simply select and click on copy and enter in the distance in the X direction 2 as already here, and the Y direction will remain 0, and click OK. Now we have 2 columns. Now I'm going to select both columns and click OK, copy, and I'm going to copy it in the Y direction, and I'm going to put 0 in the X direction. I'm going to click OK. Now we have 4 columns. The move tool can also be used for moving an object from one place to another. However, it does not duplicate the object. So for example, I'm going to choose this column, click on move. Now say I want to move it in the X direction. So I'm going to put 2 and 0 for the Y direction. I'll click OK. Now it has been moved to the right in the X direction. The match tool is a very useful tool as it saves time. I can draw all columns at once, or basically all objects at once, but keeping in mind that I already have an already drawn and defined object. Now that I've drawn all my objects, now I need to match them. So I'm going to go to the select mode. I'm going to choose the newly drawn objects, click on match. Now obviously nothing appears or nothing happens, but the command has been activated. And I'm going to choose the defined column that I have. I'm going to click on it, and 3 newly defined objects, or the 3 newly drawn objects, have become defined, and they will have exactly the same properties as the column over here. Now this concludes tutorial number 4.